Morning, everybody. I'm just making some porridge this morning. And what's very interesting to me is I'm not putting in my porridge any medicine. The reason I'm not putting any medicine, by medicine, I'm talking about the Cana-butter. Because I usually put Cana-butter in my porridge. I'm not doing that right now. I'm making porridge. I'm just going to enjoy it. I'd put Cana-butter in my coffee. I didn't do that this morning. I enjoyed my coffee. I don't like Cana-butter. Anyway, my dose is now 2 grams of Cana-butter. I actually put it in a teaspoon, measured the volume. You know, volume to weight measurement's not the same, so even though I have 2 grams of butter, I don't know how much volume it is, so I actually measured it. I put it in a teaspoon. It's nowhere near a teaspoon. Put it in a half teaspoon. It's actually less than a half a teaspoon. So 2 grams of butter, there's my dose, is less than a half a teaspoon. I can swallow that whole. I don't need to put it in, like, I'm infusing it into a big bowl of porridge. I like porridge, and it makes my porridge green. I don't like it. So a couple of days ago, I just swallowed the damn thing. Washed it down later with coffee or something, you know, after I swallowed it. I mean by later. So I swallowed it, drinking my coffee just like normal. What a great coffee. And the medicinal effect was fine all day. It doesn't make me sick. I don't know what it is about. See, anyway, I won't get into the thing about me getting sick and MS and all that stuff that is involved in my management of my disease, which requires me to pay close attention to things like how my stomach reacts to medicine. All medicines, pharmaceutical medicines, I had the same problem with stomach reacting badly to pharmaceutical medicines. So it's not like using cannabis is making any difference. Anyway, yeah, so I'm no longer putting it in my food. It's just something I'm trying. You know, we got to try. And unfortunately, we don't have a helpline we can call. I promise you, mark my words, there will be a 1-800 number that you can call and will give you tips on a helpline. We're not going to let the government pretend that it's solving our problems, because it's not. I'm an activist. My activism is about substance. My activism is about rejecting form. And that manifests itself because I have multiple sclerosis. It happens to manifest itself in health issues, in medicine issues. It manifests itself because I have a 88-year-old mother. It manifests itself in geriatric concerns. I've become a geriatric activist. I surround myself with people who are in the business. I have a gal, or I should say I know a gal, I don't have her. I know a gal. She's a registered nurse. She's got 33 years dealing with geriatric patients. Now, she specializes in geriatric patients with dementia. I have to take care of my mother, who has dementia. Excuse me. So what better answer than to start a business taking care of everybody who's got dementia? Well, you know what I mean by everybody. I'm just saying our business. We are specializing in geriatric issues, health issues, people who can't get help. The government says we're going to help you. I got to tell you, the government is not helping us. That's not happening. The government is not helping us with medical marijuana. We, the community, kicked the government's butt in court and forced the government to start to grow marijuana. Now, the government is into form, not substance. So it's growing marijuana in form. It's dirt weed. That's the substance. You see the argument. Form is Calgary is handicapped accessible. Everyone's very pleased about that, and we pat ourselves on the back. I can tell you, as a person who was in a wheelchair for 2 years, going around Calgary, it's not handicapped accessible. It's only handicapped accessible if you're not in a freaking wheelchair. Form, not substance. When I'm on my wheelchair, and I'm pumping it down the road, and I got to stop and turn around and go back 3 blocks because there's no divot to let me off the 3-block stretch at the end of McLeod Trail by about 50th Avenue, for those of you who live in Calgary. Go along there with a wheelchair. You got no more sidewalk. It stops. There's no divot. It's about a 6-8 inch drop. Now, I don't know about you, but I can't drop a 6-inch drop on a run and manage it. Anyway, I've been caught in that 2 or 3 times before I finally figured it out. Because I was using my electric scooter to get around. Because I don't drive. I can't drive because of my MS. So I use my electric scooter to get around, kind of like a little vehicle. Get caught in that place, have to turn around and go back 3 blocks. It's not handicap accessible. Let me make this perfectly clear. Calgary, Alberta, is not handicapped accessible. The government just says it is. It's only handicapped accessible if you don't have a wheelchair.